The most recent geopolitical developments suggest that India is poised to challenge the Western hegemony that previously blocked its bid for membership to the United Nations Security Council. However, India's pursuit is hampered by the Chinese veto despite notable endorsement by the Western powers. Consequently, the challenge posed by China remains a significant impediment to overcome. Namaste and welcome to TFI Post. I'm your host Sabita Mishra. Let's begin. The rivalry between India and China is not restricted to mere border disputes. The animosity between the two nations is evident from the acts of aggression carried out by China against the Indian counterpart. Moreover, China had been historically blocking India's path to become a permanent member of the United Nations Security Council. India had the opportunity to become a member of the grouping twice, first at the instance of the United States in 1950 and again through the 1955 offer of the Soviet Union. Despite these opportunities, India was unable to join the elite group. Evidently, the loss of opportunity has been rightly put forth by the Union Home Minister Amit Shah, who opined that India's permanent seat in UN Security Council was sacrificed because of Nehru's love for China, ever since China has adopted a hostile approach towards India. Interestingly, China is witnessing its worst nightmare. While the Chinese are left isolated on the global front, India, on the other hand, has garnered support of the international community owing to the robust foreign policy under the present government. The narrative around India has taken a positive turn, with the West and United Nations inclined towards developing significant strategic partnership with India. The icing on the cake moment came with the recent statement of the UN General Assembly President Chaba Koroshi. His statement illustrates the prominent position India has achieved in the global order. The UNGA President holds optimism in the fact that India rightfully deserves recognition as a permanent member of the UNSC. Further, the statement of UNGA President has highlighted that throughout the 77-year history, the composition of the Security Council has undergone alteration only once. The sole moment came in 1963 when the General Assembly enlarged the Council from 11 to 15 members with the addition of 4 non-permanent seats. Since then, however, the global scenario has evolved and the world has altered. Further, his statement pointed out that India has been a key player in promoting peace during the ongoing Ukraine-Russian conflict, whilst the UNSC has proven to be powerless, paralyzed and dysfunctional. Consequently, it is evident that India is at the forefront of global attention and holds a prominent position in the renewed world order. Interestingly, for India to secure a permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council, the prominent threat to overcome is Chinese veto at the UNSC. However, the main hindrance to this objective is China, as it holds power to veto India's bid. Accordingly, India is left with the only resource to restrict the growth of Chinese businesses within the country. Given the continuous border incursions of the Chinese, in addition to the constant hostile approach of Xi Jinping administration against India on all global platforms, it becomes imperative for the Modi government to curb Chinese exports to India and put pressure on China. The move is all the more important as the Chinese are losing strategic partners globally as countries move away from its economic trap. Conversely, economic sanctions on Chinese exports will force China to prioritize cooperation over conflicts with India. On the other hand, the move would buy India the leverage to negotiate terms of business and strategic relations with China. More so, with the move, India can put to place sufficient deterrent to Chinese veto on India's bid for a permanent seat on the United Nations Security Council in the future.